Residents of many of the communities attacked by Boko Haram insurgents have returned home, and they are gradually starting life afresh. They are still struggling to make ends meet after their means of livelihood was destroyed by the insurgents. They say life has not been easy for them, but the United Nations have an answer to their plight. It has earmarked $2.1 billion to be given as grants to them.
The UN remains very committed to working with the government to meeting the immediate humanitarian needs. As you know, in Berlin, at the conference Hakim and I were both at 3 weeks ago, the international community pledged $2.4 billion for the region, nearly half of it for humanitarian, but most of it, and this is a good thing for recovery and development, and most of that money, $2.1 billion, was in the form of grants. So we remain committed to further improvements in the humanitarian situation, but at the same time, what we want to see is more examples of people being able to go back to their homes and rebuild their lives, and the UN is going to help with that as well.
The United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, is not only interested in crisis management intervention, but to also help individuals and countries develop through deliberate programs.
We also saw the return of 327 families and households to a village of Gom, that was completely destroyed over 3 years ago by Boko Haram. Families had to flee, children lost their schooling, everything that people owned and had built up was lost. Today we returned, and together with the state government of Borno, together with the United Nations Development Programme, the World Health Organization, with the support of our partners, the European Union also, we were able to celebrate a village whose spirit is alive.
The visit to Borno is to obtain first-hand data on the impact of ongoing interventions in the region where no fewer than 7.7 million people are in need of humanitarian assistance in the worst affected states of Borno, Yobe and Adamawa, as well as parts of Lake Chad.